Community Resource Unit is a small not-for-profit organisation based in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. It's been going for 27 years, and our mission is very much, our focus is on values-based leadership and change. Our constituents are people with disabilities, families and workers, whether that be managers through to direct support workers from both government and non-government organisations. We state our mission as being to encourage and inspire people and also to challenge what's not in the best interests of people with disabilities. We don't see ourselves as advocates, we don't name ourselves as advocates, and we're not involved in any direct service provision. So CREW has, over the 27 years, has supported the sector in a whole variety of ways. I think we've put values on the table, and we've had lots and lots. I suppose one of our main strategies and what we're best known for are probably our workshops, our conversations and our courses, and they would go anything from 2 hours through to 10 days. I think we've been a catalyst within the community sector, and we've also been very strong over all those years on helping people to get a vision of a good life. Then I suppose once you've got that why, got that picture painted with the vision, really trying to then journey with people on how you might do that, how you might bring that to fruition. Intentional leadership development has been something, and I think we've been running things on that for about 23 years. And in these last 4 years or so, we've taken a particular focus on family leadership. And the reason that we're focusing on that in recent years is that that's been a main source of change in our state, leadership by families. And we had felt that, that wasn't as strong in the coming generations and that we needed to do something about that. So that's been a really refreshing part of our work, seeing a whole lot of families really taking up that leadership and equipping themselves to do it more strongly and for longer. Another thing that we do is really kind of try to capture and record some of the stories of our community. CREW has published 9 books and a DVD, and also we put out a little periodical called Crucial Times twice a year, and lots of those stories are by people with disabilities, families, workers in the sector, academics, around particular themes. And many of the writers have never written before. They may have a very good story to tell, and that's something we can do as a system to tell their story well. Now, this year, of course, with the NDIS about to start in Australia, we have been very busy, and our focus has been on assisting people with disabilities and their families to really be ready for this big change. And we're doing that. The state government has asked us to work across half of our big state, and we're running a whole lot of workshops. We're sharing stories of self-direction, so families who are already doing this well, we're certainly sharing that. We're really developing our website and trying to bring great examples from all over the world so that people can make the most of this big opportunity that we have in Australia. And another thing that we've done, we've realised that people from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds are at risk of missing out. They already miss out in the current systems, and unless we do something proactive, they will continue to miss out. So we've just partnered on a particular project to really try to equip those families to be ready for the NDIS as well. I think up until this time, we have had some great progress in our state and in our country, but it's largely been for people who were in the right place at the right time. The people who were kind of lucky enough or strong enough or whatever to get hold of a message and to build a good life. And we would hope that with the coming of the NDIS that this might bring an opportunity for many more people to have a good life, a real and typical life. So and I guess the philosophy of the NDIS fits very well with everything that CREW's been involved with in the past 27 years. We have some concerns, and I suppose we will do what we can to see this make the most of this opportunity, not to squander it. Some people do concern us a little bit in that they are kind of talking as though you can buy a life, and yet some of the most important things in life are things that money simply can't buy. We're also concerned that people will take these individualised dollars and buy very standardised options, and so anything we can do to keep kind of inspiring people to something better and to sharing stories of what others are achieving, we think will be a really good investment for people and their families at this time. This is a really big change, and people will really need to be ready to make the most of it. We're going from a system where there's been very scarce resources to where, we're hopeful that there will be more. And we're going from a system where up until now there's, been a program that people would apply for, and it would have a certain, kind of set of dollars around it. And we're kind of coming now where people will go in and talk about what their hopes and dreams are, their goals and aspirations, and they will need to be able to negotiate, really to kind of put their case as to what they need. Now, those negotiation skills are quite different to what people have needed in the past. And also to know what you want is actually harder than it sounds. So, we're just trying to have those conversations with as many people as we possibly can at the moment, so that people will be really kind of ready to take this up. So while Crew looks forward to the introduction of the NDIS and all the potential change that brings, we know that this will be a real time of turmoil for many people and for many organisations, for the people with disabilities, for their family members, for organisations that have been around for many years, and for organisations like Crew, the capacity building organisations. All of us are needing to change and embrace change, and we will need to kind of work out our role and work out how to be helpful as we move into this new scheme and this new era.